Welcome back to another game, and this is one I have been planning on covering for a long time, but just haven't had the time to do it. Anyway, let's have a look at who we've got. In the red, we have Malevolent Realm, probably better known as RVK's Slam, or at least I believe that's the case. And the same goes for our blue player over here, Leonardo, who is actually Monoz, and this game has received a lot of attention. Both players playing as Huns. Of course, we are on Arabia. We'll check out the map in a second. But from what I've seen in the comments, I haven't watched this yet actually, but from what I've seen in the comments on this, someone saying it might get Game of the Year, definitely looks good, especially considering it's only January, I think, when this was played, so going to be interesting to see how it plays out and what happens. I have seen a few things about it, but I don't know exactly how it's going to play out. So let's have a look straight away. For Monoz in the back, we have berries, wood on the front, looking pretty closed in actually around this kind of area here. Both boar over on the side here. It does have nature's little wall over there. Gold on the side as well. Main gold being on the front here, not exactly a nice position. This one as well on top of the hill, not going to be quite so nice. This one over here probably being the nicest gold he's got, but that naturally being so big will probably be the first pile taken, depending on what he decides to do. Stone on the front, which isn't too big a deal, because playing as Huns, you don't really need to get a castle up that quickly. And I think he's pretty good. If he wants to wall off, naturally, he's straight across there. Bam. Bam and bam and done. And he's got this nice little area here. Only thing is, walling in, you do lose a lot of map control. Just naturally because you're not intended to have units out, and well, over here as well, gonna be hard with all these golds and resources on the edges because of course archers will be able to fire in. Coming down over to this side, checking what we've got from Slam. Gold on the front, hilly area towards the front as well as the side, so he's got the crater thing going on, which we do talk about a lot on this map. Berries towards the front, lumber on the front as well. I would say this is a pretty open map, especially looking at this side here. Has a gold down in the corner, as well as this other one being up here. All on a hill though, so going to be quite annoying for him. Stone on the front and a stone in the back, which is kind of interesting for Huns. I'm not expecting him to take it at all. Saying that, there is a gold over on this side here, and I think that's about it resource-wise. So I'm not having the best map, though. It is really open on this side, so scouts going to be able to do a lot of damage if they can get in. But definitely going to have a few different options here. Of course, not going to be able to split his lumber between two separate areas, unless he wants to move all the way over here, in which case scouts will absolutely destroy him. And I think we're looking pretty good. Both players on their way up to the feudal age. Barracks already coming up for Slam. Barracks up for Monoz, and going to be interesting to see how this one plays out. I'm really actually looking forward to seeing what happens here. Alright, there's Slam up. Double archery straight off the bat. Looks like we are seeing stable from Leonardo up here. Monoz, whatever you want to call him. And stonewalling in as well. So it looks like he will be going for kind of a boom play here. And of course, scouts against his opponent's archers. Generally a pretty good way to go, especially before they have fletching or any of those upgrades. If you can get an early bloodlines on this, is going to absolutely wreak havoc around Slam space. But of course, only having that one stable, cutting scout production for bloodlines at this stage is really not advised. Plus, if he even has the gold and food for it available, I'd be surprised. Slam's still scouting out. Looks like he will go up with the blacksmith now. Yeah, that's about right on blacksmith timing. We'll be able to get fletching out pretty quickly. He's got quite a few archers queued up there. Got 4 already in play. How many scouts we got? The 3 plus the initial, which is probably, generally when you're moving with scouts, you want to have at least 3 out in play. And still working off sheep as well, so the farms are still not up as well. Seeing that Slam having no food available to him whatsoever, 33 population, 32 for Monoz with, again, no food because, well, creating villages and scouts this early in the game can be pretty hard. And the fact that he's got next to no farms up because he's gone archers first is pretty much normal. So, time to see how well these scouts do and if he pushes out with these archers. Fletching, no fletching yet, still needing archer production. Let's see how this goes. Scouts are pushing in, there's quite a few of them out already. If the positioning on the archers is good, might be able to take them out, but saying that, moving right out into the open here, looks like the scouts did get the hill advantage, and losing 2-0 there, definitely not a good play from Slam. A bit sloppy there, but what can you do? Has taken out one of these wolves as well. Is moving out to try and get some villager harassment now. He has got fletching, which is kind of nice. on these scouts. No upgrades yet. Is he going to move into archers, or is he going to go smith up, or what? Can't see at all what he wants to do. Scouts are moving around the back. The spear is out for Slam, so he will be able to defend this. However, the scouts are at that critical mass right now, which one spear isn't very scary, especially if you can micro. And going to push out around here, of course keeping these scouts at bay for now. One of those scouts actually on 1 HP there. Very well done, and slowly trying to bust through this barracks by the looks of it. Might be there for quite a while. Scouts again, just still pushing out across the map. Being able to get no harass, though those 2 archers are all we've seen go down at the moment. Monoz, are you going to up? Nearly has the resources to up. Saying that, he's actually going with a market. Interesting choice there. Don't think he's gone smith at all. No, going straight to market. Deleting lumber camp, and of course rebuilding it. Need to get the maximum resources out of there. But we are going to see Monoz up as soon as that market is built. Slam, you are ages away right now, have no food. Of course, he has got quite a few farms out right now, so he will be able to actually do this. There we go, killing off 2 there. And looks like he will be able to push them away. It looks like that 1 HP scout was one of the ones that got taken down, which is kind of nice, I guess. And spear moving out again. Going to try and defend this area here. Wood, of course, being very important in the early game. Is actually going to start taking stone. Interesting. It is in a nice position for this, but don't you want to see a Hun player take stone for ages? Barracks over here actually might be killed off. And it looks like it will be by Slam. And he's going to be able to get in here and do some damage. Smith is up. Second stable coming up for Monoz. And I would say he's already gone up to the next age. Yes, he's just about there. And Slam going to be up into the next age as soon as he clicks that button. He still needs 50 more gold and, what, 200 more food. Mono's making a good decision here, walling off even more. Saying that we'll lose probably the ability on these 2 farms here. Oh, suiciding those archers right through here, right into the economy. Going to be able to pick off probably 3 villages here, minimum. 3, 4... and might even be able to grab some more down over here, depending how scared of this tower he is. But Slam's showing right now he's got balls of steel just walking straight past that town center. Don't know how much this tower is going to help. And running in, snag another villager. Losing 2 archers there, but getting another one as well. Really good kills here from Slam. Going to be able to do, grabbing another one as well. Potentially going to be able to grab these guys if he moves over into the back right now. This has really been an interesting play from Slam. Definitely worked out. However, the Knights are out for Monoz right now, and he will be able to kill off probably most of these guys pretty easily right now. Has got the +1 on the scouts. +1 armor has been done for the archers, and looks like he's nearly going to be castellated shortly, which I believe is where the fun should start. Saying that as well, definitely some massive villager kills here for Slam, being able to do an extremely good job here, extremely efficient, taking a 300 point score lead. How's it looking? Got a lot of archers back at home, still only 2 range. He's going up to castle though, and dropping 1 town center, and a 2nd town center over here, so he's going to be going for the boom style play. Haven't seen another one yet from Monoz, which is interesting, but I don't think he exactly has the resources available for one right now after being able to stonewall his entire basin. Looks like he is taking some more stone here to try and get an extra town center up, but it's going to take a while, of course. Doesn't even have the amount of, well, he didn't have the wood there until now to build up a actual mining camp. Slam going for another town center, up to 4 right now, so he's going for a massive boom here. We'll actually keep an eye on his population. 57 for Slam, Mono's on 32, so you can see the difference there. Score difference getting even bigger and bigger as we go throughout this game. Archery ranges, of course, still up. Hasn't even gone up to crossbow yet. Definitely an interesting decision there. Hasn't got, he has got bodkin, but he hasn't bothered to get crossbow. Interesting. Crossbow is generally pretty much a given research. Everyone does it. Town center coming up over here for Monoz. Pretty good location there. Going to be able to take wood, going to be able to take gold. Just got to hope no archers sit right here. Another town center going up for Slam. So currently, what, on 4? 5 town centers now with the new one coming up. Scouting out with that spear, and in come the Knights to try and get some harass over here. But I don't think it's going to be enough, even if these Knights manage to grab a bunch of villages, because, well, the amount of town centers that Slam is up at the moment is absolutely crazy. Plus, those Knights actually have bloodlines on them, but they do only have the +1, so not going to be too helpful at the moment. Seeing that as well, another town center up to 6 right now for Slam. Slam just going for a massive, massive, massive play right now. 3 town centers currently up for Monoz. And a 4th one coming up over here. Looks like he's scouting the amount of town centers, so it's going to be a town center war here. And Slam having a lot at the moment. Massive score lead, nearly 1,000 points up. I think it's about 800 at the moment, just looking at it quickly. Saying that though, that spear is on the run from a wolf there. Knights are going to move back in and try and get some more harass, but let's do another quick town center count. 3 over here, 3 over here, so that is 6 currently for Slam. And 4 currently for Monoz, which is definitely interesting. We can see Slam ahead by a lot right now. More than 1,000 points, having a massive economy, nearly 100 population for him. Monoz only on 48, so doubling the population of his opponent right now. And cutting military production altogether. Probably an interesting call. I didn't even see what happened to all those archers. Where did they go? I actually have no idea. Hello, archers. Ah, there they are. Looks like they were killing off the knights. Still no crossbow as well. Interesting. However, he is managing to keep stable villager production between all these town centers by the looks of things. Yes, he is. An amazing amount of farms up there. Monastery coming up as well. Will be able to go Imperial soon if he really wants to. Lots of monks out. Looks like he will be collecting all the relics or trying to counter his opponent's knight push. It really depends on what decides to happen here. And it looks like, yeah, we're just in a boom war right now. How many town centers for you? Still on 4? Looks like he's still on 4. Only having a few villagers on... What are these villagers doing? They bet there's going to be another town center. Anyway, archers pushing out. Knights over here should be able to clean this up. No crossbow has been done. Looks like they're going to get a kill advantage for a lot of this as well. They do have the +1 armor. Not as effective as the having the +2, of course, but going to be able to clean it up easily nonetheless. Crossbow upgrade, really important. Another town center coming up over here for Slam, so up to 7 right now. Really starting to push it. Castle coming up on this hill here. Doing really interesting job actually of booming right here. Forward Siege Workshop is coming up for Monoz. Knights are moving into the economy. However, Slam noticing this really quickly, garrisoning that town center, and while they've only got the +1 armor, not going to be the most effective thing in the world. Didn't notice this though. Villagers over here going to be in a little bit of trouble. We'll be able to get some serious kills with the town center though until they get the +2, and there's the +2 now. Get only a little bit more resilient to these guys. Monk over here, gonna get targeted down by the mangonel, of course. And a town center coming up over here, interestingly enough. Outposts coming up everywhere. Another town center coming over here, putting them up to 8. Knight still trying to get some harass over here. The mangonels as well. However, attacking the mangonels with his villagers right now, something he has no shortage of. Monoz on 98 population, 154 for Slam at the moment, 35 population. And pretty much all that's villagers. I don't think he's got any military out whatsoever. Town centers absolutely destroying right now. Just because, well, it doesn't matter how many villagers get killed. He's got so many producing that it doesn't matter. Another town center coming up here as well. +1 over here, and 1 here, and this one over here we can't forget about. There is town centers everywhere. The economy for Slam at the moment is huge. Actually attacking with his villagers over here. Interesting play. Remember, these are just normal villagers. They do have loom, which is nice, but they're not Spanish villagers. They don't have that extra attack and defense capabilities. They are just trying to beat the hell out of a mangonel and some knights. Is he going to get a kill with them, or going to get another one there? Is he going to get a knight, or... And of course, the thing about villagers, they don't auto-attack, so that's going to be kind of hard to deal with. Did lose quite a villagers in that attack, however, I'm sure it will be repopulated extremely quickly. Another 3 town centers over here, so what do we go with? 3, 6, 9, 10. That's a castle. We've counted that one, have we? No, we haven't. So that's 10, 11, 12... 13 town centers, whatever. Anyway, castle coming up over here. Going to be really good actually to put the pressure on right now. We'll be able to harass all the villagers over here and hopefully knock out that town center as well. And again, just attacking with villagers, because why not? Just got to get rid of those mangonels and we can just keep booming. Knights, of course, taking out the villagers extremely quickly. And losing a bunch of villagers over here, but who cares because he's got so many town centers right now. I have no idea how this is working right now, like, at all. Has managed to push these villagers away from here, might be able to get a few kills, which would be nice. Bodkin has been done, so they've got the +2 range on there. Petard's been created, so we will be able to blow down that town center whenever the hell he feels like it. Knights, of course, surviving that town center damage just really easily, because of course they are just knights with +2 armor. They just do that. Building outposts around his opponent's base right now. It looks like Slam wants to know everything that happens here. And how's he doing petard-wise? He's got 3 out. Don't know how many it takes to break a town center off the top of my head, but... Ooh, managed to take down that siege workshop there. Absolutely massive play there from Slam. Looks like he will be able to take out these rams as well, losing a ton of villages in the process though. However, I don't really think he cares at this stage. Did manage to just take down that town center with petard. It's going to be extremely annoying to notice that. Of course, you will get the 1 attack bell, move back, and your town center will be gone. Even more town centers coming up here. I look at it, I don't remember that one. I remember that, but I don't remember that one. And what's this? Is this a tower? Watchtower's actually coming up around his opponent's base right now. Knights in, again, just trying to kill off the economy, but it really doesn't matter. Trying to break the town center. Interesting choice there, considering it's between 2 here. We'll be able to get a convert on at least one of these, and Slam hitting his population limit, so he can't really do much about it right now. Moving forward with these villages here, putting heaps of towers up in this location here. On this side as well, there is a castle coming up. Probably could have attacked it with those petards a little bit earlier and just knocked it straight out. Monoz hitting the Imperial Age. However, I don't know how much that's going to help right now, because Slam is an easy, 2,800 points ahead right now. Going to be hitting 3 in no time. Town center over here, looks like it will go down, but there's another 20 around, so it doesn't really matter exactly. Still at his population limit anyway, so who cares? Slam, actually, let's have a look at the resources at the moment, just quickly. 3,500 wood, 4,500 food, 1,200 gold, and 117 stone. Over for Monoz, 500 wood, 0 food, 296 gold, 130 stone. Yeah, you can see how this is going right now. Even if Slam does lose his entire economy, he's going to be able to push for probably the rest of the game without really any trouble. Easily pushing here. Going to be able to take down this castle by the looks of it. Petard's just running towards the siege workshop and exploding because, well, that's what they do. Getting the second one there as well, losing a ton of villagers over here in the fight again. However, this castle push over here and all these towers coming up are just making life really hard for Monoz right now. He may be getting a lot of kills, but he's got nothing in the way of economy right now that Slam has. Slam, even if he loses all of this, he's going to be able to rebuild in no time with the amount of town centers he has. Plus, he's also got all the extra built-up resources, which he doesn't care about. If he sold all that wood and food, he'd be fine. And saying that, he's just moving his economy to other areas of the map. He does not care. Ooh, petard there. We'll blow up and kill one knight, so that's kind of nice. And of course, Monoz throwing out the hacks, and more villagers coming in to repair the castle because, well, why not? Garrisoning that as well to do a little bit more damage. Towers over here as well, just killing all the villagers they can. Trebuchet is out, however there is a ton of petards here ready to go on this castle here. Probably going to be able to knock it out with one blast. These knights just not doing enough damage right now. The economy of Slam here is just way too big. Moving forward with these villages as well, actually looks like he's going to repair this castle here, and looks like he'll probably blow up this castle in one hit. Oh, what are these villagers doing? Petards moving forward, looked like they were just a meat shield. And bang, bang. Gonna force a repair of it at any rate. Getting really close to go down here. Knights still fighting in the main base over here. Move forward with stables, but who cares at this stage? There's a lot of red over on the side of the map now. Slam just building as many stables as he feels is appropriate right now, considering he's got, 5k food there. He's definitely got enough to be able to just sustain Hussar production out of here. Even could go for Paladins right now if he really wanted to. Gonna be interesting to see how he decides to do that. What's his blacksmith? Yep, we'll be going for some kind of cavalry, which I think really should have just been given away by the fact there's so many stables here. And scouts, looks like he will be going husbandry, bloodlines. Can't tell if he's going up to Black Cav or not. Don't think he has a stable back here. Anyway, going to be able to just raid the entire economy straight through here now. Saying that though, Mono is continuing to push this area over here. We'll be killing off more and more town centers. However, I really don't think it's just necessary at this point, considering just there's so many town centers out for Slam. It doesn't matter how many you kill off at this stage. His economy is just so far ahead. Currently max population as well, and just pushing through here as well. It looks like the light cavalry are going to be, well, still scouts, but I'm sure it'll be light cavalry soon. Scouts just pushing into the economy here, being able to do all the damage they want. Have got the +3 attack, +2 armor. Really just going to be able to spam light cavalry or scouts or whatever until he wins. Right now there's quite a few out for Monoz, and they are starting to destroy this area here, but if we look, the economy is just too much right now. Slam is so far ahead in score. And the economy of Monoz is getting dominated right now. Did lose his castle over here, but does have scouts running into the base from every angle. Gonna be able to take this one fairly quickly. I don't even know what to say now. We're just watching scouts destroy everything. +4 attack now. Losing most of his main base here. Lost most of this section over here. Knights still continuing to be pumped in. Scouts just destroying right now. I don't know what to say. I think we're about to see the GG from Monoz. Still scouts. And it looks like he will be pushing and taking out that trebuchet. And GG from Monoz. Didn't even go up to light cavalry then. Won the entire game with scouts and archers, with no upgrades into the thing. Let's just check out the map quickly. Ton of stables here. Town center, town center, town center, town center. Town center, town center, town center. Town center, town center, town center. Town center over here as well. Town center there, and... Ooh, looks like he lost one over here. Another town center here, and that could have been one there for all we know. Another town center here and here. And there's one over here as well. No wonder Slam won. He went for the biggest boom I have ever seen. Anyway, thought that was an interesting one. I'll catch you in the next game.